Alrighty. Here we are. Let me just fix the volume for you real quick. That should be good volume. But today we're going to continue working on the map based off of the giant Rayquaza. Let's do it. Yay. Now he's gonna stop when I'm testing. Hello, Orange. I've seemed to have devised a plan to make this fun Pokemon ride awesome. Hello, Veterando, welcome to stream. There go and then on top of this one. So this guy is gonna be the guy that we're gonna be using. So it would be appropriate to maybe, I don't know, stick a puncher inside of him. Just so that we could get up higher. I'm not trying to impale a puncher inside of this guy any more than he needs it. A 0.8. Now that's a slightly smaller puncher for him to have, so once I get the right spawn here. You can jump on and get punched up. But that might also be a bit too strong. So let's try normal. Yeah, I think normal is good. Yo.
Are you?
Okay. Okay. Let's just see. Yep, it's recording. It's the audio. It's all good. But yeah, now we got him impaled with a puncher on his back. Thanks for the like, by the way. We can now begin the next part, which will be adding obstacles to this section right here. And to do that, I will employ this technique of radius. Radius is equal to what obstacles we need to put, so I'm gonna put a Taurus here and make it big. to represent how wide we need the obstacles to be, so that's not it. And we'll start it with a medium one so that it represents better. So the medium torus is gonna be like, let's try 20, 20, 20. Ah, so it's not wide enough yet. 25. This should be... no, not wide enough. This is what the Rayquaza will be going around. Since this is a circle, it is the perimeter, so it is where Rayquaza will be flying around. But this isn't where his obstacles need to be in front of him, not to the side of him. So I think we need to go even bigger, so let's try. Now there, that is the radius of the Rayquaza. And Rayquaza will go around the circle. So we will move this down. And have fun before we make it. Like, we can run away from Rayquaza. He's like a snake. He's cool. But he's slightly faster than us, so boo-hoo. I'm gonna get eaten by him. I'm gonna spawn in his mouth so that I don't fall out. Hey, I said I'm gonna spawn in your mouth so that I don't fall out. So please let me spawn on your mouth. Yay! Where's his other eye? Oh, his other eye is just weird, I guess. And then you get off here. So that's the ride. What's supposed to be anyway. We can just make this invisible so that we know exactly where we need to put stuff, so here, obstacles need to be on the torus. Okay. I'm on the Rayquaza jump. So let's get the green and then we can get the yellow. And then we can use the power of making stuff longer to make it longer. Well, make it longer. And then we can use the power of awesomeness, aka Rotationator, to make this perfect rotation. Up, whoa, ow. Perfect rotation. Up, dodge it, dodge it. Let's just make these okay. It's already broken this. I'm gonna have to reset the game. Okay, we're back on with a new title and thumbnail. With a new title this time to hopefully lock more viewers into coming. But it's not. But that's because I just want to share this stream so much. So hopefully more people just come in. It flows through, please. And what I was going to do is what I'm gonna do now. A pachinko pillar 0.5, 0.5. Where is the other pachinko pillar? So it's height, helper, medieval jaws, rotation control, pachinko. Yeah, that's good. And then, I don't know what happened to this guy, so I'm just gonna copy you instead. And make you the green shade that I need you to be. So, now we got a more reasonable obstacle. Going up dodge. I think I'll also make his head a bit larger. I'll make it like yeah, make it bigger. So that there's more space. Ooh. Ooh, but what if I made it so that it's an invisible slime? So instead of it being a safer place to stand on, it's a more risque option. You could still kind of do stuff on it. It's just gonna be more dangerous to stand on. Okay, one more down. Good, let's go. Okay, I think that's a bit too big. Let's make it a 3 by 3 and move it to like there. And to signify its area, I'm gonna be putting, I think this is actually a perfect width for it. I mean, we could always go a bit bigger, honestly. Yeah, let's just go bigger. Okay, that seems good. It's a bit more fair than it only being on the head, but it's also a bit trickier because the non-head part is slimy. Up, whoop, whoop. And then, so you dodge these. And then you fly through a cloud. And then more spinning bars, because why not? And then you can get like one here, and then like one here, and then we can put like one right here, and then like one right here to stylize it and make them have like more than one obstacle. Ooh. Now that I'm thinking about it, we can go this route. I'm gonna sneaky not stable, and you're gonna be right here, and you're gonna be black. And you can be black as well. You know what? All these are gonna be black. Not black, because black is a shiny color. Instead, we can make it red. Hey. I'm live. So we're gonna be putting red on this. And so it'll look like it. They're all like floating, spinning things. And then we'll just keep the pattern going of you enter the cloud, and then you get to the next one, and then you enter the cloud and get to the next one, you enter the cloud to get to the next one, then the next one's like immediately after the cloud, but you're not even supposed to go all the way around. You're supposed to not do that. So the clouds are just there for stylistic reasons, and we can then, ooh yeah, turn on the visibility, turn off collision, make us like nothing. Hooray. Let's just make it look like Rayquaza is spiraling around Taurus instead of the Taurus overlapping. Yeah, that's great. His body looks like it's surrounding the Taurus now. Come on. Let me just see it in action from like a platform. I'll just put something right here and look at it to see if it's actually good or not. Since the spiral is hard to get right, but I think it's pretty, it'll not fix itself, so I'll just put that there and hope, and not hope, it's all good. So now the Rayquaza has its own section where you dodge these Rayquaza themed windmill thingies, go through clouds, then dodge more Rayquaza themed windmills, and then you go through, you dodge stuff, and then you get to this guy. And then, so I'm gonna make it so that it's pretty obvious that you go to this guy now, since they're making the custom arrow specifically to tell you to go to that guy. I'm just gonna use the default sign and like point it towards this guy. And hopefully the player noticed that the sign's pointing towards this guy. And when I say the player, hopefully I mean you, because you're gonna be playing the map. Yes, giant serpent-like snake. But this update is amazing, because like now there's so much more detail you can add to maps. Precise thing. That it's amazing. Now you can add like really good details. Like, you can make any object, any angle. You can really just move them up slightly, down slightly. It's so good. But now the giant Rayquaza flying snake map is going underway. Here we got these spinning things. Oh, the update, it's a smallish update, so the first thing they added is the option to turn any object invisible. So you can now have invisible objects, which are like completely invisible. You can't see them, but they work. And you also have this collision you can turn off, so you can run through objects. You see right here. And the last thing is a new option called precise movement, and it allows you to move objects slightly up or down. So instead of having this ugly Z filter, you can tap it like once and it'll move up. You can turn on collision to have it be like a step. You can turn off collision to have it be like attached to the ground. And another thing with this new precise mint thing, you can also do all of the angles now. You're now not limited to those small angles. You can now make ramps as smooth as you want, instead of just having like those 8 fractions of an angle. Yeah, like it's not much. There's no new obstacles, no new themes, no new music. But this is something that Creative needed. They just need... I honestly love these small updates which add really cool stuff to Creative. Like, because some people don't see the appeal of having invisible platforms. They're like, oh, it's not that good. Oh, they didn't add anything. But the precise movement trigger is so good for incredibly detailed builds. Hey PMH, welcome to stream. But like having small angle turns, details, no collision on objects that make them look better. I can now make these detailed builds a lot easier. Ooh, you got in Dr. Snoop's game? That's awesome. But I can also make invisible slime, which still acts like slime, but it's invisible. Yeah, that's the basic update showcase, everything that's new in the update. And I can give you one good suggestion for it. Because if you have a cloud, you set the collision to off. I gotta set it visibility to on, but if you have a cloud and you set collision to off, and you have like a snow themed map, you can set the collision to be off, and now you have snow, like literal bumpy snow that you can walk through. But even though you can walk through it, it's still like really cool because it's not a cloud anymore. It doesn't bounce you around. So you can now have snow levels with actual snow in them. So that's just one cool thing that you can do with the new updates mechanics. You can tilt everything in any direction. It's all just incredibly useful for any map creator. Just, they also have another thing they made is rotation controllers can now connect to 20 objects at once, and they have new settings. So here, this is what it looks like when you turn off the lock rotation setting, and this is what it looks like when you turn on lock rotation. Lock rotation basically makes your rotation trigger move things as if it was a Ferris wheel, and if you turn it off, it acts like the normal rotation trigger where it doesn't make things move in a Ferris wheel. And ignore rotation axis. If you turn that on, everything connected to the rotation trigger will just rotate. It won't move in a circle, it'll just rotate the object. Which, again, is very useful for like for like obstacles, rotation trigger obstacles. They're very useful because you don't have to place a rotation trigger on every single spinning thing that's spinning and center it. Instead, you can just have one rotation trigger connect to all of these spinners, and then you can just turn on ignore axis rotation, and the spinners will spin in a perfect rotation without moving. It's great. But those are the updates to rotation trigger, and the final thing added to creative is the new hexagon tiles. Hex tile colors. So they updated hexagon to now be able to be any color that's already in the game. So you got the purples, the pinks, the greens, the throw ups, and all the colors. So now you can be more creative with your hexagon themed maps. So I'm gonna set my map back to medieval, and we can continue on the map. So I'm gonna get back on Rayquaza and ride him to see how it looks, avoiding the obstacles, dying. Yeah, it's really nice to see that they're still adding new things to creative, even though it should have been in creative day one, but even though it's not, it still feels fresh. It still feels nice to get these things. Okay, but you get onto this Rayquaza, you run up his back, and then you get punched up to the top, and then there will be something up there. I gotta figure out what I'm putting up there, but before that, I'm also gonna put a checkpoint right here. I'm gonna put like a big checkpoint wall there, so you have to hit it. And if you slide off Rayquaza, you don't have to do the entire Rayquaza ride sequence all over again, because I do not trust players to climb this side and not fall off. But once you get to the top of Rayquaza, I will put another checkpoint right here. It will be like a 1 checkpoint, not visible. I want it invisible. But I'm gonna put you here. Turn you invisible. And now you spawn up here once you get up here. And I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I think I'll make use of the new invisible platforms now. So let's just set a large circle, and we're gonna make this into a tornado. So first things first, we gotta build the tornado itself. We're gonna make the tornado's wind white, since that's interesting. But here we are, we got the white, this, and I'm gonna rotate that like this, grab it, sticker, and make this one 1.1. Slightly bigger, so we can get this guy, and then we can go with this guy, and then we can put him like right up there, and we're gonna move you like right there. But this guy is gonna be even bigger, and he's gonna be like 1.3, 1.3. And he's gonna be like right here. Now this guy, he's gonna be even bigger, and he's gonna be like 1.5. And because he's even bigger, he's gonna take up more space. And we're gonna do the same thing, but just keep on going. And we're gonna get this guy, he's gonna be 1.8, and then this guy is gonna be this guy is gonna be 2.3. And then we're gonna get to him, which he's gonna be we're missing you and you. And then we're gonna spiral you down. And the last thing in our tornado that we need is the rotation trigger. Alright, grabbing everything. Here we go. Put that on there. Put that on there. Rotation to yeets. Nice, nice. Now I think white is bad. Let's try. Ooh, yeah, that color I think is good. Let's make it all that color. That like grayish, purplish hue. Now let's move the bottom one, not that way. And you can also be the grayest purple. And we got tornado. Wonder how this looks from afar. Not that good. So we're going to take all the stickers here. And grab them. I don't have all the stickers, but I'm gonna be grabbing them all anyway. Where are you? I want you. Good. Okay, and then we can put it like there. And then grab it. And let's put the U are right there. Let's just put that rotation there and up. Okay, yay, it's fun. Up, riding on the tornadoes of death. Riding on the tornadoes of death. I'm jumping from tornado to tornado in Fall Guys. I never thought I'd see the day where tornadoes were actually feasibly possible. Yes. Let's go. Wee. Jumping from tornado to tornado. Da 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 do do. I'm gonna make this big jump and finally gonna jump on the giant Rayquaza's shiny tail. Da da da. And now to add problems to the map. Let's make some small, no collision clouds and just put them in the way. Put them in like right here, like right here, right here, right here, right here, like somewhere right here, right on this guy. Put some over here and over here and over here, and just make the atmosphere feel a bit more cool. And then the visual of him is just less easy to see, but he's still gonna be cool to see, like you see the big guy, and then you're looking at him, and he's so big and cool, and he's like up there. Up, and you're descending, and it's so cool. Like, yo, it's sick. Okay, but yes, you're descending, it's super cool, but we gotta do something else about this. Like, we're gonna... And this stream isn't doing too well anyway. I might finish the Rayquaza tomorrow, and since I got some stuff happening at the moment as well, it might even be better to do stuff tomorrow. So, that's what I'm gonna do. So, now that we got on the big Rayquaza, we gotta figure out how to trek up it. But, since the stream is not doing well at all, I will save that for the next time. So thanks for coming to the stream. Hopefully you got something cool out of it. Oh, so F4 is the one that ruins the mouse. Got it. Da 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 do 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 do. That lights at the speed of sound. Bright lights, colors all around. I'm running wild, living fast and free. Got no regrets inside of me. Not giving up, not letting go, not looking back. I'll keep on running. I'm gonna reach for the stars. Although they look pretty far, I'm gonna find my own way to take a chance on today. The colors are so bright, the colors feel so right. Just take my hand like this, I'll keep on running. The sky is oh so bright, the colors feel so right. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars tonight.